All right, guys, so Fernando Mendoza just became the college quarterback champion, the Heisman Trophy winner, and the presumptive #1 overall draft pick for the 2026 NFL Draft. And I think after watching this game and learning three key things about tonight's game and this young man, that he'll be drafted by the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, there's a lot of rumblings going on around X right now about a Lamar Jackson trade over to the Raiders. I think that is all smoke and mirrors and has absolutely zero chance, and I mean zero chance of happening. We have a lot of holes that the Raiders need to fill, and taking $51 million out of your war chest to give to a quarterback just doesn't make a lot of sense right now, because if we can put together a very well-rounded team, a guy on a rookie scale quarterback contract like a Fernando Mendoza would simply make a ton of sense. Now, the #1 thing that I learned is that obviously Mark Davis was in attendance for this national championship game tonight, and he wanted to see Mendoza up close and personal and find out, is this kid the real deal? The next thing that I learned from watching this game is that Fernando Mendoza is the real deal. Now, it wasn't a perfect game. There were some dropped passes. There were a couple of incomplete passes that were on Fernando, a couple of missed opportunities. But, and I'm saying this is a big but, Fernando Mendoza, when the game's on the line and you need this dude to win for you, he's got that killer instinct, that Tom Brady-esque style about him, that he is going to get it done. In the late third quarter, I think it was, where he takes off for like a 15-yard touchdown run, bouncing off of Miami defenders, diving into the end zone like he's a running back to make sure that they got that 6 points on the board with the extra point thereafter, is just what I'm talking about. This is that I'm going to win this game no matter what style mentality. And he never wavered, even though there were some missed plays there, even though there were some miscues there, even though he got sacked a few times. He never wavered one bit. And this is really what makes the difference between a quarterback with a lot of talent and a quarterback with some talent and a lot of confidence. Because it's always the quarterback with some good talent for sure, but he's got tons of confidence that he can get the job done, who ends up winning championships. And that's exactly what this young man did tonight. There's another thing that I learned from watching this game, and that is, we know that he doesn't have elite speed as an athletic quarterback. He's not going to outrun DBs or a bunch of linebackers or, safeties and etc. And there are even defensive ends. A defensive end literally ran him down in this game tonight as he was scrambling out to his right trying to get away, and he couldn't. He ended up taking a sack. However, when this dude is running north-south versus east-west, this dude's got enough juice in the tank. He has enough speed behind him, especially once he gets those legs rolling and churning, and he's got that big body frame that literally he can bounce off of tacklers. I mean, this dude literally took a helmet to the face, bloody mouth and everything. I mean, most quarterbacks at that point, they're going to be out of the game. Fernando Mendoza pops right back up and is like, yeah, what's up? Next play, let's go. I'm not faded at all. And that's one of the good things about Fernando versus some of these other quarterbacks like last year that came out who are undersized. They're only 6 foot tall and, 200 pounds. This dude is 6'5" and he's 250-ish pounds. Or no, I take that back. I think he's 225. Sorry, I don't want to make him seem like he's bigger than he is. But 225 pounds is still a hefty kid, and at 6'5", he towers over most of the people that he's going to be going against. So he's got that elite killer instinct in him, but he's also got that toughness. And that toughness is what you really want at the next level. Because at the next level, you're going to get hit. And you're going to get hit really, really hard. Can you get up from those hits? Or are you going to be in the blue tent every single week, getting a concussion check, missing out on games, etc.? Now, it doesn't mean that he can't end up with concussions, because even big guys like Cam Newton got concussions. So that doesn't mean that he's not going to get injured in the NFL, and I hope that he doesn't, but it does help to have that bigger frame. I'm going to end this video with this, and this is the most important thing that I learned tonight about Fernando Mendoza. He is a captain of the ship. No matter what's going on, no matter how turbulent the waters, this dude's laser focus to get the job done is elite. He doesn't have the most elite traits in athleticism or even arm talent. They're both really good. They're both starter level at the NFL, no doubt. But he has elite command of that offense. And I think that that's going to bode really well for the Raiders moving forward. I think he's going to be a week 1 starter when the Raiders draft him. And after becoming a national champion, I don't see how the Raiders don't draft him. Now, I've talked about the Raiders possibly trading that away and getting a boatload of first-round draft picks and then going into the quarterback lottery next year. But I think Mark Davis being in attendance, seeing his future franchise quarterback named Mendoza win a national championship and handle it like he's Tom Brady 2.0, to me, that says it all. I think it's a done deal. Now it just depends on who's the coach going to be. Is it going to be a Clint Kubiak? That's the guy I want to see come over and really take charge of the Raiders offense and team as a whole.